All right, guys, so we got to talk about a extremely disturbing story involving a Pennsylvania school board member who decided that she would not vote for a member of the school board to be president because he is, quote, the only cis white male. Okay, and because of that, she's saying that she will not vote for him to be president, despite the fact that she believes that he would make an excellent president. But because of his gender and his skin color, she says that voting for him to be president would send the wrong message. Now, I want to go ahead and play this clip because, again, it is pretty disturbing that this is what is being said out loud in 2022. But hey, it's not surprising. Take a look.
He said that I believe that Mr. D'Elia would make an excellent president. However, I feel that electing the only cis white male on this board, president of this district, sends the wrong message to our community. A message that is contrary to what we as a board have been trying to accomplish. I think that it's important that we practice what we preach and that our words have strength when they are spoken, whether we speak them from the neighborhood sidewalks or from behind these tables. Mrs. Steinbeck has done an exemplary job as president these last few months, and the strength of her performance has earned her my vote tonight.
Yeah, so just so you guys know who she's talking about, there were two names that were considered for the leadership position. It was April Steinbeck and Greg D'Elia. And the ultimate outcome was that 8 members of the school board ended up voting for Steinbeck, while the only person that voted for D'Elia, the cis white male, was himself, right? He's the only one that voted for him. Now, again, you know, it's stories like this, man, that show you exactly what the woke left means when they talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion. This is exactly their idea of what it is. It's, straight white men, particularly, need to take a step back and let everybody else be in certain positions, even though they may not necessarily be as qualified, okay? They're throwing meritocracy out the window, right? Meritocracy doesn't exist anymore. This is what they're saying. Again, the irony here is that this woman is saying that voting for a cis white male would send the wrong message. When it's like, well, what message do you think that it sends when you're telling somebody that we're not going to vote for you, even though I think you're an excellent candidate? We're not going to vote for you because of your gender and your skin color, right? What does that message send to kids and parents in the community? It sends a message that it is okay to discriminate against people based off their gender if they're male, right? If they don't happen to identify with all the other, 90 plus genders that exist in the woke world, right? And if they're white, okay? So AKA be racist, right? It's totally fine to discriminate against people if you are a male and if you are white. That is the message that you're sending. Meritocracy doesn't matter. What really matters is how many infinity stones of wokeness do you have. The more infinity stones of wokeness that you have, the more qualified you are for the position, even though those things have nothing to do with leadership skills or, anything that has to do with, again, being the president of a school board, right? Again, this is a shame. And this school board member honestly should be removed. She should be removed just for saying that. Because she's the one that is being sexist, right? She's being sexist, okay? And she's being racist. Openly sexist and racist. Guys, could you imagine? Could you imagine if a white male had said, look, I think that a gay black woman should not be president because she's gay, right? Or because she's a woman, or because she's black. Again, what do you think the reaction would be? There would be accusations of racism, sexism, and homophobia, right? But it's okay when you discriminate openly against cis white males, right? That's totally fine. There are no accusations of racism and sexism there. When clearly she is being racist and sexist. She is calling for discrimination, saying, I can't vote for you based off things that have nothing to do with your job. Okay? It has nothing to do with your job. It has nothing to do with your ability to do the job. Again, this is the society that we're living in, guys. This is what they mean by diversity, equity, and inclusion. This right here, right? We're going to discriminate against people based off their race and their sex if we happen to believe that these people have some type of inherent power over everybody else simply because of their race and their sex. We don't care about qualifications anymore. Again, I just think that the most funny part about this is the fact that, again, this lady is saying that we don't want to send the wrong message by voting for this guy, right? When it's like you're literally sending the worst message possible. You're saying that racism and sexism or discrimination based off race and their sex or gender or whatever, you're saying that's totally fine, right? As long as it's somebody that we perceive to have more privilege than everybody else, that's totally fine. That's totally okay. Okay, qualifications don't matter. Doesn't matter how hard you work. Doesn't matter if you actually qualified. Just accumulate as many infinity stones as wokeness, and you're gonna move up in society because boohoo, you're a victim. So therefore, you deserve to be put in positions that you have no business being put in. You're not qualified for. Doesn't matter, the negative ramifications, especially when we talk about children, right? That don't matter. Woke virtue signaling is the most important thing in our society, right? That is currency. Again, this lady should be removed. She should be removed. She's clearly not in the right state of mind. She's clearly not qualified herself to be a member of the school board if she's going to vote based off race and gender. To me, that is just absolutely ridiculous. And again, she should be removed. Okay, this is unacceptable. We can't have this in society because, again, we all know if the roles were reversed, there will be outrage over this. There will be zero tolerance for this type of behavior. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.